We are gathered here today to really talk about a great lady in North Carolina politics. But I hope you will join me together, join with me as fellow Americans to send our heartfelt condolences to the people of Canada and to the family of the fallen soldier who died at the War Memorial. Our own embassy is under lockdown for precautionary purposes, but for the people of Canada, it's a tough day. So I hope you would join with me in expending our sympathy and our condolences. But we're here today to talk about what's going on in North Carolina. We're here today to talk about what's going on in America. And what's going on is that often the very rules of government are rigged against the people who need help. And your senator, Kay Hagan, since day one, has been fighting for North Carolina. Every day, in every way, she thinks about North Carolina. I know it best because I'm on the committees that she works on. I'm on that health education committee where I've seen her think about North Carolina and fight for North Carolina and work for North Carolina. That she has absolutely been focused on the fact that where the rules are against you, that if the tax code rewards people who want to send jobs overseas, and I've seen her fight for wanting to fight for a tax code that sends your kids for college. I've seen her with me when we looked at what was happening with women's health, and we sat side by side when we heard that women were paying twice as much for their health insurance as men of the comparable age and comparable status. And she wanted to change that. We remember the day, side by side together, when we heard that just being a woman was treated as a pre-existing condition. And we heard how in some states, domestic violence excluded you from getting health insurance. And Kay Hagan said no to that and the end of these punitive practices. And then when it came to women's checkbooks, she knows and has fought for that a minimum wage should not mean a full-time job, it's full-time poverty. And she wanted to raise that minimum wage. But where she saw, as did I, that the biggest rig against us is we don't get equal pay for equal work. And Kay Hagan joined me in fighting for the passage of the Lilly Ledbetter bill that kept the courthouse open for redress of grievance, and now she's fighting with me to finish the job by passing the Paycheck Fairness Bill. The Paycheck Fairness Bill is absolutely needed. It's absolutely essential. It's not only about changing the federal law book, it's about improving families' checkbooks. What is the American way? That if you work hard, you play by the rules, you should be acknowledged. If you do the same job and you've got the same education, you should get the same pay. And what does this bill do? This bill finishes the job for Lilly Ledbetter.